Hi, folks, with Tacitus today. Tacitus today, your pushback channel. Thank you for joining this audio, no pictures live stream. Please listen to this presentation as you would a radio broadcast. In this essay, I'd like to talk about woke propaganda and how they're desperate to insert it into every existing franchise and any new series that comes out. Now, I don't mind if they want to have a special Star Wars, which is only black lesbians or something, or only brown transvestite. I don't care. If you want to have that, that should go right for. I don't like the way they try to invade and subvert and undermine, which is of course their purpose, undermine existing franchises. So there's a central secretariat where they say, what are white males looking at? What are they watching? What sports do they like? What movies do they like? What are white males watching? Straight white males. We need to attack and undermine and destroy that and subvert it and humiliate it and dilute it so that there's nowhere where white people can go, particularly white males, but there's nowhere white people can go to find common cause or enjoyment or anything like that. We have to destroy it all. All of it has to be destroyed. Now, but also new programs that come out, that it's just an endless cycle of propaganda. Now, again, I don't mind that if you want to have propaganda, so go ahead, but leave me my stuff as well. But don't take over and don't misrepresent a gripping drama where the goodies go after the bag. This sort of stuff is irritating in extreme, because once you tune into it, and well, that could be interesting. I'll have a look at that. And now here was supposed to be the most exciting, gripping drama. This is an online streaming service that I use, and they've got the photograph of the graphic, if you like, introducing the show. It's got a man at front and a woman in background. They could be somewhat swarthy, but they look white. But anyway, so this is they're the lead characters in the show. Now, when you start, it's all straight white men, and it's all this sort of thing. There's a few people sort of in backgrounds who are black, so they give it about 5 minutes, and then they start hitting with the propaganda. So the head of the Secret Service is a black man. The kick-ass secret agent that's operating undercover is a 100-pound scrawny little brown chick who kicks the shit out of every. There's scenes where she has fights with special Marines and SAS type battalions, commandos, Green Berets, people who are expert in all sorts of hand-to-hand combat, but she beats the shit out of all of them. Doesn't even break a sweat. In fact, her makeup is still. And they even have scenes where she's supposedly beaten up by some of these big guys. Taking heavy hits to the head, but gets nothing more than a slight, just a little bruise. So anyway, this is she's the president of. The president of France is a woman. The prime minister of England is an Indian guy, which probably is probably is close to the truth. Pretty much every senior politician and security officer and any kick-ass dude is either brown or black. The white people are depicted not only as stupid and incompetent and inept, but evil or just pathetic little crawlers that crawl on their belly at the sight of anything. The tough people are all the black and the brown folks. Then you get the lesbians that are in there as well. Then you get the homo. So they're hitting it heavy with feminist and LGBTQ and race propaganda. The whole thing is just a race, gender, LGBTQ hustlers paradise. That's all it is. Now, the idea of it being an exciting, gripping drama, that's bullshit. They've sacrificed pretty much everything. There are a couple of scenes that aren't too bad, but I was determined to look at the whole sort of episode to so I could report back, as it were. But it was nothing more than just propaganda. Now, if they're going to do a show like this, then I'd like to see things like strong, powerful lesbian woman, kicks the ass of evil straight white males. And, I want to see them. If you're so proud of your propaganda and you're so desperate and keen to get me to watch it or get people to watch it, tell me about it. Stick it up front. Say, what? Strong lesbian brown woman kicks the shit out of straight white males 10 times her size, and be out front with it. No, I won't watch the show, and I don't think many people will. But at least you're being honest with your propaganda. So the bit that sort of sticks in my core is the level of deceit that's required. They mention nothing about the LGBTQ, the lesbians, the black chick, and the all the key people are black or brown, that they're all morally superior to the white people. They don't have any of that. And I'd like to see that. Instead, they present it quite neutrally as just a gripping drama, and then the graphics substantially downplaying that it's black and brown people. There's not a single white person has a prominent role in the show. And then again, I don't mind that if they want to do it. But hey, if you don't mind, please be upfront about it, and please be clear about it. I'd like to see these things marked as propaganda. So this is a social engineering propaganda movie or TV series or whatever it might be. And it could be marked as much, and then I don't have to watch it. Now they can come back, the woke people can come back and say, well, this is this features white people and heterosexual relationships, and that gets a super Nazi Hitler classification. Fine, do that, but I'll be watching that one, not the other. And that you misclassified is one thing, but be honest about it. Now, here's another one. Here's a Scandinavian. I've seen a number of, again, on the streaming service. I typically give it 10 minutes, maybe a bit more, but I always know in advance that it's going to be social engineering propaganda. I don't need to and it's delusional and implausible. 100-pound chicks, scrawny 100-pound chicks don't go around beating up, Green Berets and Marines and experienced, hardened battlefront sort of. They don't do that. It doesn't happen. So nor do 100-pound chicks take full punches in the face from a big 300-pound muscled up dude and then just get straight back up and start kicking the shit out of them. That doesn't happen. So the delusional level of the presentation of the propaganda is also ridiculous, as they're trying to say, well, this is the new reality: gay, lesbian, LGBT, strong women, and this is the new reality. But no, they're just creating their own insane levels of fantasy and trying to force it on us through deceit and trickery. So anyway, there's a Scandinavian cop show, and the two this is two police detectives. And she's in great shape. She's only a skinny little thing, but she's in great shape. She's not overweight. She's slim, tight-fitting clothing. She's got the sassy chick blonde hair and all this sort of stuff. And now who's from some other police squad, he's overweight, pudgy. He's just a fucking damn loser. He's got half the IQ that she's got. She's got all the get up and go, and she's the energetic one. She's the one who's going to solve it all. She's intellectually and physically and morally, he's superior by miles. And there's meant to be the contrast there of the kick-ass chick who's seizing the responsibility, and the hopeless, overweight loser guy who's not worth a pinch of shit. And putting those two together, the contrast. Now, I can't imagine a situation like that. She looks like a frontline police detective out on the street. He looks like someone who's been dug up from the clerk's office out the back. He does nothing but sit around and shuffle paper all day and has never been outside of the building. And she's got a great tan. He's white and pasty faced and so on. So it's presented in that. And when it comes to sussing the events of a crime scene, she is expert upon expert. He doesn't know jack shit. and he's useless. He's just a useless straight white male, pain in the ass. Now the various technical experts, there's the IT geek, and there's the the guy who does the autopsies and so on. They're all black. All the experts, all the high-powered experts are all black and brown. There's no white people there. The only white people are there are the criminals or the idiots. There's no other representation of white people. Now, this is the complete opposite of any reality, but nonetheless, they push this idiocy, and it's the same across pretty much all these Scandinavian cop shows, and cop shows coming out of Europe generally seem to have the same thing. There's another one. I think it was the Dutch cop show. This woman in her 50s, obviously very unfit, and but she's one hell of a strong woman, and so she's this young, very fit white guy. Of course, the bad guys are all white, and he's running away after having I don't know, misgendered an LGBT trans person or something. So this is a serious crime. I mean, the murder around the corner. Who gives a shit? This is the serious crime, the misgendering. So she's chasing after him, and this woman who in real life wouldn't have a snowball's chance of getting anywhere near the guy. Not only does she run after him and catch him, but this young, really fit guy, she just beats the shit out of him. I mean, absolutely, he's got no chance. She is one hell of a strong chick woman, and so this 50-year-old woman who's unfit, waddling around, beats the crap out of this guy without even breaking a sweat. So it's extremely delusional. They're very determined to present straight white men as not only being bad and stupid and incompetent, but they're reversing reality. This is the thing. Now, again, I don't mind that, but tell me about it. Tell me that, for example, the blonde chick in the cop show, she's like third back in the graphic, and it's the white people. So they're trying to get us to watch it. They want us to tune. They want the straight white people to tune in to watch the show. And the whole idea is once you've tuned in, then they can hit you with the propaganda, and then they've socially engineered the universe. Job done. But it has quite the opposite effect, because the minute I see it, I'm switching it off. I mean, not listening. If you're not watching, if you want, nor would it change my view on anything. Incidentally, I'm happy to be entertained and so on. And if you want to tell me that you've got tough chick makes straight white male look like idiot or something, then do that. Put that out front, so then I know not to watch it. But their attitude appears to be, if they can somehow trick you into watching this delusional, their delusional activist take on the universe and society, if they can trick you into watching, somehow it'll change your mind. I mean, for goodness sakes. You've been a Tacitus today, your pushback channel. Thank you for listening.